There is a fact about your life that you have been avoiding since the day you were born. A truth so obvious, so undeniable, so certain, that your mind has built an entire fortress to keep it out. Every distraction, every worry, every pointless argument, every hour spent scrolling through things you will forget by tomorrow, all of it is designed to protect you from one thought. One day, you will die. Not someday in the distant future. Not when you are old and grey and ready. One day. The day that is already written, already waiting, already closer than you think, and you live as if it does not exist. You make plans as if you have infinite time. You waste hours as if they grow on trees. You hold grudges as if you will have forever to make things right. You postpone your dreams as if there will always be a tomorrow. But there is a reason the Stoics used to say, memento mori, remember that you will die. Not because they were morbid, not because they wanted to dwell on darkness, because they knew something that we have forgotten. The awareness of death is the only thing that makes life real. Think about the last time you truly felt alive. Really alive. Not comfortable, not entertained. Alive. When your heart was pounding, when the air felt different, when the world seemed sharper, clearer, more intense. When you could feel your own pulse and you knew, without a doubt, that you were here, that you existed. Chances are, that moment came when you were close to losing something. A near miss in traffic, a health scare, the sudden realization that someone you love might not be here forever. The moments when death brushed against your life, and suddenly, everything came into focus. That is what death does. It strips away the noise. It silences the trivial. It cuts through the fog of distraction and forces you to ask the only question that matters: what am I doing with my life? We live as if we are immortal. We postpone. We delay. We tell ourselves there is time. More time. Plenty of time. We put off the hard conversations. We delay the important work. We wait for the perfect moment to start living. And all the while, the clock is ticking. Not loudly, not obviously, silently, relentlessly, irreversibly. Every day you wake up, you have fewer days ahead than you had the day before. Every morning is a withdrawal from an account you cannot refill. And you spend those days on things that will not matter when you are gone. On arguments you will not remember. On possessions you will not take with you. On worries that will dissolve the moment your heart stops. If you knew, truly knew, that you had 1 year left, would you spend today the way you are planning to spend it? If you had 1 month, would you keep doing what you are doing? If you had 1 week, would you continue living this life, with these priorities, with this level of courage? If the answer is no, then what are you waiting for? A diagnosis? A tragedy? A wake-up call that might come too late? The world does not want you to think about death. It profits from your distraction. It sells you things to fill the void. It gives you endless content to consume so you do not have to sit in silence and ask the hard questions. It keeps you busy with things that do not matter so you never have to face the one thing that does. But the people who have lived deeply, who have left marks on this world, who have died without regret, they all had one thing in common. They did not wait. They did not postpone. They did not assume there would always be more time. They lived as if each day might be their last. Not recklessly, not fearfully, intentionally, fully, courageously. They said the words that needed to be said. They took the risks that needed to be taken. They chased the dreams that called to them. They loved with their whole hearts, knowing that hearts break. They lived while they were alive. And then, when the time came, they had nothing left to regret. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. You are old. Or maybe you are not old. The time has come. The room is quiet. The people you love are around you, or maybe they are not. You have a moment, just a moment, to look back on the life you lived. The screen of your mind plays it all back. The choices you made, the risks you took, the people you loved, the dreams you chased, the time you wasted. In that moment, what will you wish you had done differently? Not the small things, not the mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. The regrets that haunt people at the end are not the failures. They are the chances never taken, the words never spoken, the dreams never pursued, the life never fully lived. I wish I had been braver. I wish I had spent more time with the people I love. I wish I had stopped caring what other people thought. I wish I had started sooner. I wish I had truly lived. These are the things no one says on their deathbed. I wish I had worked more. I wish I had worried more. I wish I had been more afraid. No, the regrets are always the same. The courage you did not find, the love you did not give, the life you postponed. So here is what I want you to do with the time you have left, whether that is 50 years or 50 days. Stop acting like you have forever. You do not. None of us do. And that is not a tragedy. That is the thing that makes everything matter. The fact that your time is limited is the only reason anything matters at all. If you had infinite time, you could do everything tomorrow. You could love later. You could start someday. You could live eventually. But because your time is finite, because you have only this one life, this one chance, this one brief moment in the vastness of existence, you have to choose. You have to decide what matters. You have to stop postponing and start living. Let the awareness of death sharpen your life. Let it cut away the things that do not matter. Let it give you permission to stop caring about opinions that will not matter in 100 years. Let it remind you that every moment you spend angry, afraid, or waiting is a moment you will never get back. You do not have to live recklessly. You do not have to quit your job and move to a mountaintop. You do not have to chase every whim or abandon your responsibilities. But you do have to be honest. Honest about what matters. Honest about what you are avoiding. Honest about the life you actually want to live, not the life you are settling for. And then, you have to begin. Not tomorrow. Not when you are ready. Not when the fear stops. Now. Because the truth is, you will never be ready. The fear will never fully disappear. The perfect moment does not exist. There is only now. There is only this moment. And it is passing. Right now. As you read these words. The ancient Stoics carried a coin. On one side, the image of an emperor. On the other side, nothing. They would flip it, and remember, this side is what I build. This side is what I take with me. We do not need coins to remember. We have this moment. We have this breath. We have the awareness that we are alive, and that one day, we will not be. Let that awareness not be a weight. Let it be a fire that burns away the trivial. A fire that lights the path to what truly matters. A fire that drives you to speak the words, take the risks, chase the dreams, live the life that is yours, before the time runs out. Because the time will run out. It will run out for all of us. The only question is whether, when it does, you will look back with regret or with peace. Whether you will have lived, or merely existed. Whether you will have become who you were meant to be, or stayed who you were afraid to leave behind. You know the answer. You have always known. The question is not whether you will die. That is already decided. The question is whether, before you do, you will finally, truly, fully live. What are you waiting for?